job and everybody else's. I wouldn't go to a teacher's classroom and monitor how they teach different things. That's their job, to monitor themselves and the principal and so on and so forth. I believe our job is to provide you with information that you need to be knowledgeable in the areas to address exactly what you just said. You couldn't have given a better example, because we gave you everything you just said. And outside of the report that you didn't get tonight, I guess I would like to know, when was there another report that you didn't get? Because in the recent past, we've been putting everything on Wednesday. All the administrators have been told by Wednesday, things that have, like Wendy would send out volumes of stuff, and then we recapsulate it here in an abbreviated version. And we've tried to do that lately. And to my knowledge, other than this report, we've done that. And so maybe we're into semantics here a little bit. I'm not really sure. But I think the monitoring piece of it is there's internal monitoring. I think the update is a more appropriate word for me, because I think we need to continually update you as a board so that you know. But to me, monitoring means you're going to take a look at it and then make a determination of whether that's the way we should go or not. I don't think that's the role of the board. Now, the role of the board would be to question, are we sure we're going in the right direction, or those kinds of things. So, and I say that because I think we're just using semantics and how the word monitoring is used. I think the way you're interpreting is fine for you. I look at it a little bit differently, and others may too.
Yeah, this is what I was going to say earlier. As a director, you've got to give us direction, because the last time I presented an update, I was told that's extremely redundant. We know all that information. We don't want that back information. So no offense, but Steve doesn't write those reports. We write them as directors. So we're happy to give you whatever you want and be as transparent as possible, hence the millions of volumes of information we give you, because we're proud of our work. Our teachers are fabulous and do great work. And we do update you, and that's what Luann did. And I understand you want it early, and we're happy to do that. But when we give you a plan, we follow that plan. If we delineate from that, we'll tell you in an update. But we don't create new plans. The technology plan is followed to the letter and worked on and adapted, and you're informed of that. The literacy plan you heard will be followed, and if it has to be adapted at an update time, we ensure you we will do that, but we don't include all of that information. We're happy to do that. I think Luann did do that with her objectives tonight, because she knows that's important for you to find that information. So just tell us, and we're happy to be transparent and put it all in there. But I also don't want to bore you and be redundant, because we like to create volumes of information to share. So we want good direction, and we'll give you it all as early as you want it.
Can I say something?
Certainly.
I read through these board evaluations for the last 4 years, and I vividly remember and took notes on all the staff development or board development activities that we've had, from the lady from Alverno, from the people from Hamilton, to Bill Foster brought some things, and so on and so forth. And I think the role of the board is very clear. I think you can pick up, if you pick up just the basic booklet you were given the initial time that you became a board member, it couldn't be spelled out any simpler or clearer. But here's my point. This is no different than what we teach kids in kindergarten. It's respect for each other's opinion. It's treating everybody with courtesy, and that goes a long way. There have been a number of times when we as administrators have really felt on the spot. And to me, that's not professional, because a simple phone call ahead of time would have solved a lot of problems. And there are many, many times when we are felt to be attacked, so to speak. And I think that's been recognized by our audiences. It's been brought to our attention by people who have sat in our audiences who recognize that. And I think when that happens, it's time to circle the wagons, pull everybody back in and say, wait a minute. Every one of you has a great deal to offer as a board member. And it's not my job to lecture you. But it's not my job to lecture my son on common courtesy other than when he's brought up either. It's expected. And I think our community expects that. I think you should expect that of each other. I expect it out of you. You expect it out of me. And certainly there are times when we violate that. We get emotional and things like that happen. But everything I've heard talked about tonight is a symptom. And what I would hope we get to is the cause. And the cause to me is very, very simple. It's common courtesy. When we have an opportunity to have a board meeting and share information, and a piece of information is requested at the board meeting, I don't think that's fair to us. Because it makes us look to the audience like we don't know what we're doing, but a simple phone call, even hours before, would have taken care of that. And to me, that's common courtesy. And it happens a lot. And that's what I mean when we talk about boardsmanship and all the kinds of things that you as a board, and if you take a look at every single comment that was written in the board evaluations, you know, a lot of it addresses the people part of it, people skills. And unfortunately, in our society, we've